Welcome back to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex and today we're taking a look at my favourite deals coming in under $10 or your local currency, covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. And the Blockbuster sale continues and the deals, they're some of the best I've seen in a long time, so hit subscribe if you love the Switch, as much as we all do here, join our growing family and let's get started. Last week then we announced a giveaway for 4 copies of Maneater thanks to the team over at Tripwire Interactive. Now those winners, they're going to be announced as we go through today's video. Remember as well then, this is actually my third video on the Blockbuster sale, so both of those videos from last week, they are below. All the deals, they are still live, so check them out if you haven't already. A lot of the heavy hitters as well, you'll probably find them there. So first up, a personal favourite, the Takeover. It's here with 70% off, a new low price, and it released right around the same time as Streets of Rage 4 and was pretty much overshadowed by it, but you should not dismiss it. Yes, it's going to be easy to call it a Streets of Rage clone and it's absolutely influenced by it, but it was in development this one for years. The combat is great fun, you're out to save your daughter, and it even mixes in a few moments that break away from the side-scrolling brawler. It looks great and the soundtrack kicks ass as well. My full review, that is in the pinned comment down below. Ys Origin then is one I always like to see on sale, and it's back matching the low with 60% off. Originally released on PC, then Vita, it made its way to the Switch with this port, and it's a quality action RPG that deserves its spot in the eShop. Here though, a demonic invasion occurs and goddesses, they raise the people of Ys into the sky to safety. Demons though, they begin to work on a tower to reach you. All of a sudden, the goddesses, they disappear. Now you need to jump into the tower and find these goddesses. 3 playable characters though, 4 game modes, a whole lot of collectibles. It's good stuff, and my full review, it is in the pinned comment down below. Ultracore then, that's an interesting one. It's a 16-bit run and gun experience. It was originally developed back in the 90s by Digital Illusions, known now more commonly as DICE. The game was cancelled and it never saw release under the name of Hardcore. While the code it was found, it was cleaned up, and now in 2020, 25 years later, it finally got a release. It's a fun one as well, old school through and through, from the visuals to the level of difficulty, and here you can expect a ton of enemies, boss moments, weapons, and then they even added in twin stick controls and an optional new synthwave soundtrack. I was impressed, and this, it's a new low price of 60% off. While I'm on Run and Gun then, Blazing Chrome is just awesome. It's 60% off, that's matching the low price. Story wise, it's kind of Fairy Terminator, machines have taken over the world, humanity is basically all but extinct, and you are now out to save the day over 5 environments by, well, killing everyone in sight. This one, it's a love letter to the genre. It has stunning pixel artwork, it's short naturally but hard as hell, and then it even packs 2-player local co-op, which for sure elevates the experience. PixelJunk Monsters 2 then is a game I love, but I think it's also one you need to kind of play to really, I guess, get it. The good thing though, it has a free demo on the eShop, so check that out if you're unsure, but it's a tower defense entry with just a ton of heart. Now you will be Tiki Man building towers to defend your hut and Chibis, the locals from basically monster hordes. It has options for customization that adds a ton of character to the game, and then it even has local and online support for up to 4 players. This is also then a new low price and a steal with 85% off. First person shooter fans, then you need to check out Project Warlock, especially if you like shooters of the retro variety. In this one you are a warlock out to kill evil, and that's really all you need as an excuse to blast anyone that crosses your path away. This one just packs some serious content, 60 levels with a nice variety in its locations, tons of weapons to play with, the ability to upgrade your warlock, a more kind of modern touch. It runs, it looks great on the Switch as well. It's a personal favourite, although I will say in handheld, and then it's matching the low here with 50% off. Dungeons Tier Plus then is a bit of a gem that I stumbled across that's well worth a look. Now it's a new low price first off with 30% off, which I know that is not huge, but it was budget to begin with, that is for sure. Now it's an old school dungeon crawling experience which just happens to be a roguelike, so be warned, basically it's not an easy game. Fortunately though, with this one it has a demo, so I'd say check that out if it's maybe one for you, but expect here single player, co-op, different heroes to experiment with, there's built-in achievements, and then also it's kind of like this twin stick style of gameplay. I was impressed though, it's a story around, you know, saving the world. It isn't creative in that sense, but it is also kind of a classic tale. Kunai then is another hidden gem, and first off, the visuals are stunning. Second, it's another one with a demo if you do want to check it out. The screenshots, that's what kind of attracted me initially, honestly. It's got this low detail, almost old school style, but it's just extremely clean in its design as well. Then it also makes a real unique use of colour, almost think like old school Game Boy modernised. The idea though, a ninja Metroidvania where you take on the role of Tabby, a killer ninja warrior tablet robot of sorts, and you're out to destroy an evil AI. The platforming is solid though, it's got this grappling mechanic that once you get it feels solid, and yeah, it's a good time and worth this 60% off, which we have seen before. Overcooked 2 then is a multiplayer classic, that is for sure. Now throwing you into the kitchen, Overcooked single-handedly, it created a genre almost all of its own, one where you can laugh, you can cry, you can even hate the people around you as you try to strategize. The idea they face increasingly challenging cooking challenges to save Onion Kingdom. It's got this fantastic sense of humor, it supports local and online play, and I'll basically leave it there because by now I think everyone knows Overcooked, and it's here with a new low price of 66% off. Point and click fans, Thimbleweed Park, it's a must-play title that's got a huge fan base behind it. It's also where limited run games started their Switch releases, and it's probably one of my favourite physical game releases that I have in my collection. With hints of Twin Peaks though to its story, it's a tale that just goes all over the place, a haunted hotel, a circus, a dead body, but it is honestly just incredible. Don't want to give anything away with the story with this one, but if you're curious to, the pedigree of it, it's from the creators of Monkey Island and Maniac Mansion, so genre fans, that should be more than enough to sell you. I'd say grab it here though, it's matching the low price with 60% off. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2 is here then with a new low price of 40% off. Now if you've not played the first entry, just know that's on sale as well, matching the low of 50% off. It's from the team of Castlevania though, and really it is Castlevania without the name, and it's a really strong showing. Old school visuals, gameplay and difficulty to match. You'll be taking control of a swordsman working towards a demon stronghold. Along the way you'll find additional characters to control though, and it even supports 2-player local. Again though, it's hard as anything this game to just be warned of that, but the boss moments contained in this game, they are especially epic. Dark Devotion then is back on sale, matching the low price with 60% off, and while it's not a new low price, I do want to say it's rare we see it. It doesn't go on sale as often as many of the other games on the eShop. We've only seen this price once before, and that was way back in April, and in eShop terms that's kind of like a lifetime. I enjoyed this one a lot though. I know it's kind of got mixed opinions out there, but the story, it's testing a Templar's faith, and it was just suitably dark and unique. The most standout element of this game though, you can't actually jump. If you drop down a ledge, there's going to be no turning back, which really added to the intensity of the scenario. Then on top of this, there's some solid combat and boss moments as well. It's also got a roguelike sense to it all, so just kind of as a heads up, if that genre's not for you, you probably shouldn't come here. Rising Hell next up, this was a surprise budget hit for me, and now it's rocking 50% off. That is a new low price. I meant to review this one on the channel, never got around to it, but if heavy metal roguelite sounds like your thing, you should absolutely head here. It's a game that realistically can be completed in maybe 15 to 20 minutes, but perfecting that 15 to 20 minute run is going to take a whole long time and a whole lot of practice. What I liked was it kind of switched out the usual side-scrolling or isometric formula and actually went for a vertical battle. You're fighting your way up a procedurally generated tower. The music is of course top quality, it was a must for the gameplay honestly, and then the boss moments, the battles, all of it is just solid. There's even multiple characters with different styles, and it's another one that just delivers high quality pixel work. So our penultimate game of the week then, that is Axiom Verge, the long awaited sequel. It dropped recently, a great follow-up but not as good as this first entry. Now if you're a Metroidvania fan, you should absolutely play this one. It's a piece of genius with just some incredible depth to its world and gameplay. The price here, 60% off. We've seen that actually before in the US and Canada, but for those of you in the UK, EU and Australia, this is actually going to be a new low price. Think here though a whole lot of exploration, combat and items, abilities, and yeah, this is some of my favourite pixel work then to kind of top it all off. You'll be playing though as a scientist who awakens on an alien world. Quality game that everyone should experience. So our winners of the week then, before our final game, that's going to be 4 copies of Maneater. They're going to Peter Clark, Packer Croc O, 7 Sins, and then the final winner, that is Shane Knowles. Congrats all, I've got 4 US Maneater codes here for you. Also drop me an email to claim that code. Thanks again then to everyone that took part. As always, it just means a whole lot to the channel. So our final game of the week then, this is a huge deal. Green Hell, it's here rocking 75% off, and that is an absolute steal. It's a first-person survival experience. It throws you into a jungle with limited resources, and then it asks you to survive, all while you're getting attacked by the locals and the wildlife. Extremely difficult, as the survival genre should be, but it is a good time, and it's going to take practice and patience. For me, it's not quite the best survival on the Switch. That crown goes to The Long Dark or Subnautica, but this, it would be a very close third place. Packing a story then around finding your wife who has gone missing with a tribe, it's just incredibly in-depth. It looks decent on the Switch given the scale of things, and yeah, if you want something that's going to push you, this is going to be the game you should be adding to the library. My full review, it's in the pinned comment down below. And that's another week down. Again, congrats to our 4 winners of the week. Will you be adding anything to the library then, or are you holding onto that cash? Remember then to check out my last 2 deals videos. All those deals, they are still live, and they cover the heavy hitters of this massive blockbuster sale. Again, those are pinned in the comment down below. With that then, a shout out to the patrons of the channel who are just going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe if you love the Switch, as much as we all do here. Join our growing family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.